While China and India pursue a neutral stance over the Ukrainian conflict, they marked the 72nd anniversary of their diplomatic relations on Friday. The Chinese ambassador said both the countries should stick to a long-term perspective and a cooperative posture. We discussed the improving relations between India and China with Benjamin Chow, a senior fellow at the Center for China and Globalization, and Ajit Kumar Jha, an editor at the magazine India Today.
Both China and India are still having a very steep curve of growth and development. There is really no point to not cooperate.
These are economies which are dominating the world in terms of economic growth, in terms of emergence of sort of a total urban population, very large consumer base. They are the biggest consumers of Russian oil. They are the biggest consumers of Middle East oil.
And one of the objectives of the Prime Minister of China is to also formally invite Modi, President Modi, to attend the BRICS summit China is holding later in the year. What was originally thought up as a grouping of emerging economies and market is now essentially a very strong force to balance the views of the West.
Obviously, we've had some border problems which came up recently between the two countries and which has not been resolved. And that was one reason when last week, for example, when Wang Yi, the Chinese foreign minister, came to India, we had long talks between the two countries, but the border issues they did not touch upon.
Russia is both friends to India and China and India together is 36% of the world's population and 20% of total GDP in nominal terms. So Russia offers oil and defense to India, and Russia offers oil to China. And they have since joined hands against the US since the trade war in 2018.
China-India has $100 billion trade between the two. In fact, India-Russia only has a $9 billion trade. So yes, there is a growing closeness. And because of the economic sanctions and this fight between, let's say, NATO versus Russia, they are trying to build an alternative forum via the BRICS in which, as I said, India-Russia is already very close. India-China are trying to come closer.